talk on live, I think that building an audience is going to be a lot easier for you than building an inventory, because I think they're both equally as hard. I think it's just it just kind of depends where you're better, where you kind of better fit. I would say that if I had to put myself on a scale one way or another, I definitely build an audience better than I build inventory. Just because I'm good at being a personable person typically. But building inventory can still be a struggle. Especially if you're doing it on your own, you don't have a storefront location, something like that. You have to be looking. You have to be looking for deals, constantly scour and trying to find places to buy and find good deals. It can be tough, but yeah, I think it can go both ways.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I do good with the like building an audience because I'm horrible at finding an inventory because I find an inventory that I like, but then like it's like, well, some people like this, but then some people don't, and then it's like, well, then should I? I don't, or sometimes I may spend more than what I could somewhere else, and it's like it's hard getting myself an inventory because I also want to build myself a collection at the same time. So it's hard trying to balance both of those. But then I also feel like building an audience. I feel like it's fun. It's more fun building an audience than building an inventory.
Bristol makes a good point. There really is no secret to finding Lego. You just have to stick on the grind. You just have to be looking for it. You have to know you don't even really need to know where to look. Honestly, you just have to look. You just have to be constantly scouring. I think that's a great point. Sourcing is hard. But I would say sourcing is hard because it's time consuming. It's not as difficult to find inventory as you might think. It's just very time consuming. It takes a lot of time. And yes, always be buying. It's a good point. If you can, never stop. Speaking of scenic, you got a little box for me here. Gotta open it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely there. Like Bristol was saying, yeah, there is like no secret Lego in general, but it is hard trying to find an image because a lot of people say, oh, go look on eBay or go look on that, and then like I go on eBay and it's like hard to find the right inventory for the right kind of budget that I have. So it's like it's hard trying to do that, but then like I said, building an audience. I'm better at building an audience because I'm good at like doing like these like I call them event streams. It's like I have like a specific thing that I'm doing, and it's like I promote that the most. I'm better at doing that than I am doing like random pop ups at different points. Like I find more. Like I've seen now that I've been able to make more money and get building an audience better just with other building all this stuff. But I can't even I'm trying to put all these words together. But
No, you're
yeah.
good, dude. Totally, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, and there's some good points being made in chat to treat people fair, build relationships, as you touched on, building relationships and just kind of doing these little event streams is a great way to just kind of connect with the community. It's a great way to do it.
Oh yeah, definitely. One thing I was gonna ask is if Lego made if Lego gave you permission to design one set, what would it be?
Honestly, this goes back to GoDude mentioning Lego Rado. I feel like I would redesign a Lego Rado set to be up to par with our current um, style and piece count and whatever you want to call it, and just create a whole re-immersive Lego Rado. Yeah. Lego Rado. I thought it was no, it's Lego Rado. Dodo. I'm pretty sure. Go watch an old school Western Lego commercial. I'm like 99% sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm more into like I need to really doing this. I need to really deepen into other themes, but I'm really into Star Wars. That's what I've really been into, and so like if I were gonna rebuild a set, it would probably be something or not rebuild. If I was gonna design a set, it would probably be something like a I don't know Battle of Mandalore, something from like the Clone Wars, something.
Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. There's a lot of Clone Wars stuff that they haven't touched on or kind of dove into. So that would be another good realm for sure. Isn't it supposed to be like El Dorado? Dude, it might be Dodo, but I just have this hunch that I've heard an old Western commercial and it sounded like Legorado, but I could be totally wrong. Go, dude! I actually got really excited when that Jar Jar Binks bust AI bust was teased. I actually like had a small teeny moment where I was like, please be real. That would be awesome. But I could kind of tell it wasn't real.
Briscoe saying that Nick's
From
old
the
enough to know.
80s.
Yeah. Well, I miss just seeing everything. I miss the old days of all these sets. But yeah, AI set. I have the picture of the AI Jar Jar Binks set. I honestly thought it was real for a second, also before I.
It did look pretty real.
Yeah, I mean, my friend, he always sends like it's like he checks like Facebook and Instagram and all this stuff. So he sends in all the new like leaks and stuff that he gets, and he sent me that picture. So I was thinking, oh, this is real. This is an actual leak for a set. And then later I was like, oh, it's AI. Never mind.
It's true. It's true, Bristol. It is getting pretty crazy. UCS Jar Jar would be wild. I love a Jar. I like Jar Jar. I know Jar Jar gets a little bit of hate, but I actually I like Jar Jar.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do. Yeah, going to what Cody's saying, AI is definitely AI can help in some ways, but then there's a lot of things that people just it can help in what you're using it for. Like it's good or bad depending on what you want, depending on what you want to use it for. If you want to use it for helping you with, and I'm sounding like my mom who's a teacher right now, but if you want to use it for helping with stuff, then like yeah, it creates a cool thumbnail. The thumbnail here is from Chat GPT. So just so that helps a lot. But I mean, yeah, a lot of people abuse that.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't I look. Here's the deal. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't support it. But I love messing around with it, and it's a lot of fun. So I can't say I can't say that I don't enjoy messing around with ChatGPT or something and throwing images and stuff together.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, my mom is one of the few teachers that are like that honestly likes AI, but she likes it to help because she worked for like a different company before she went back into teaching, and so like she knows how you need to use it. And like teachers will always say like, "Oh, AI is bad. You use it to copy. It doesn't help at all." But she's like, "Well, you need it in the real world in your day to day life." But yeah, there are like I was saying, there's people that abuse anything. Like you get any form of power, then people will abuse that in a way.
Yeah, yeah, AI is crazy. That's all I could say. We use it heavily at work to handle a lot of the busy work. Fair enough. The intention is everything. That's true. Scary how accurate it can be with the right amount of input. Also true.
Oh yeah, yeah. These are all definitely true. One thing I was saying is, what theme do you think is underrated right now?
Dreams. And I know that's going to be controversial, but dreams. I feel like there's a lot of really, really cool parts, molds, even builds that we're just getting from Dreams that I think people are sleeping on. I think it's going to be one of those themes that I don't think it'll ever go down as like a massively inflated market someday. I don't think people will really be searching for them, but I think it'll go up over time because I think people are going to want some of those molds and some of those builds. One of my favorite sets that's come out of that theme so far is like the big Raven that has like a whole like house build on top of it, but you can take the house off and that can be a separate build from the Raven. I think that's an incredible build. And some of the figs are awesome. It's just kind of slept on in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think a lot of
Z
people.
Blob is the new Jojo.
I think a lot of people really, didn't really care about, it, especially since it was like a kids TV show on like Netflix or whatever. That a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's another one of these shows. Who cares?" And then a lot of people didn't really get the sets, and then years later they're gonna be like, "I should have got this set," because it may not go, it may not go like the, how Ninjago's going back up, and it's not gonna be like, it may not be like that, but it's at least gonna, have some, it's gonna have some, extensive. It's gonna be raising in prices over the years.
Sure.
But yeah, I think these are all. One thing I was gonna see, and Nick, if you're good with this too, we should see if the chat has any questions, and then just go from there.
Definitely, dude. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So y'all just ask questions, and we'll try to answer them to the best of our ability.
Whew. By all means. What do you got, guys? How's the grass looking? Actually, incredible. Because while I was gone, Liv's dad was nice enough to come over and cut my grass one more time. It looks fantastic. I don't know what he did, but it's beautiful. What's your question, Bristol? Favorite fig not named OG Django. Favorite dude, I honestly have been having such a hard time with what my favorite minifig is. I tell you what my kick was lately. All right, what my latest favorite is Air Jitsu Nia. That got me. That latched onto me as of recent. Did I drink Liv's drink that you bought? No. All the money went toward Liv, Bristol. Got her all sorts of drinks at Disney. Did you buy her something nice from my tip? Dude, we got some good drinks. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good time.
Oh, Nick, I was gonna ask this. I was just thinking about this. What so I'm guessing I'm gonna guess you've been to multiple conventions. What is like your favorite convention to go to?
Brick World Chicago all the way. I can't wait for it later this month, or I guess not this month, but coming up very, very soon. I am super stoked. That's the best, and I think that this year specifically, there's going to be so many people there. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Man, everyone's been giving me, FOMO all week. I've been wanting to go to Brick World. I've been trying to, in a way, raise the funds, trying to just get a way to get to the club. Because I mean, from where I am, it's like a 1,000. It's gonna be like at least a $700 to $1,000 trip just for me to get over there.
Oh sure, jeez.
Adding in like hotel and all that stuff, so it's like it's gonna be go dude, because we're not too far from each other, go dude. So it's about like an 8-hour, 9-hour drive from.
I'm a little spoiled, being that I'm only like a 2-hour drive, and I can just kind of get down there and don't have to trek across the country for it. Nick World. Free flow, I will do. I will do an event. I want to bring an event to Madison that's better than Brickfest that we saw. So we are going to bring an event to Madison that is coming, but I just don't know when. I just need some more time, but it is something that's constantly in the back of my head, something I want to bring to the Madison area.
NickCon would be wild.
we did a sneaker con or like a sneaker event a long time ago, and so I'm familiar with putting together an event. I just need some more time for it right now, but it's definitely something we're gonna do.
Let's see. A bunch of people named Nick hanging out.
That's great.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to go to Brick World. I've been trying to, hopefully I'm gonna be able to get there, but I don't know. It depends on once I get, in this next week or next week, I'll probably know whether or not I'm going or not.
Fair enough.
Got to go through finances, basically.
Totally get it. I'll quit my job if they send me.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think of a. I'm honestly trying to think of a. Oh yeah, Bristol. I'm hoping I can. Like I said, I'm hoping I can make it, but it just, like I said, it just all depends on what really happens this week and next week. Oh yeah, well, just carpool with Go Dude. Yeah, honestly, I wish. No, but I think yeah, honestly, the only conventions I've been to would be one of the only conventions I've been to Atlanta BrickCon, where I've gone past 2 years, and we had one in Mobile that I went to like about 3 years ago. And
Gotcha.
those are like the only ones I've really been to, but those, in my opinion, were also very good conventions.
Atlanta was pretty good. I was down there in Atlanta this year, or and that was fantastic. That was great.
Oh yeah, Nick, I was trying to find you at Atlanta this year. I was there and I was trying to figure out where you were, and I could not find you anywhere. I was like, I wonder where he is, and I cannot find you.
All over the place. It's chaos. But it was a lot of fun. That was a blast. That was a really cool event.
Let's see. Free Flow's asking, where do you see yourself in 5 years? For me, in about 5 years, let's see. I'll probably be somewhere in college. I'm hoping to go. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to study business, and I might still be doing Whatnot. Hopefully, I'll still be doing Whatnot. But yeah, that's honestly, just going to business schools, doing all that stuff. That's probably where I see myself in 5 years.
It's good. I like that. Go to school. Get the education. You can do whatever you want after that. But I preach that honestly. I think I've learned a lot about business on my own and doing stuff on my own. Don't get me wrong, but there was still stuff in class where I was like, oh, cool, little tip. Oh, a little extra knowledge. Like, you're still learning. There's still great things to be learned from going and getting a degree or doing something like that. So I think that's awesome. Personally, in 5 years, there's only 16. There's only 16 some of you in here, but you guys are getting the sneak peek. I mean, I want to do something on my own with Lego. That's always been the plan. Nick the Brick Guy is not just a side hustle forever. It's something that I've been passionate about for a long time. And it's something I want to take to the next level. It's something that I'll take to the next level here very soon, I think, virtually, and then in time we will hopefully take it to a physical location. That's something that I've wanted to do since sneakers. Sneakers just really isn't it, or I wouldn't say it's it, but it's just sort of like, it was a stepping stone. I kind of had to figure out exactly where I wanted to settle, what market I was comfortable in. And the Lego community is just an incredibly supportive and awesome community to be a part of. And so I think that's kind of where I want to settle down and do some have some fun with it.
Oh yeah, because I remember you talking about this morning that you've got something that you're planning on taking the next step, and I was thinking, I wonder if he's gonna try to do like a physical location or try to do something like that. And that's what I was saying. And now that you're saying that in in time you're gonna want to get a physical location. I think that's very awesome to try to do.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been wanting to. I think it'll be. I think it'll be a culmination of a lot of hard work, and it's been a long time coming. It's been something I've always been passionate about. Whatever it was, I wanted to own my own business. I wanted to be able to do my own thing, but also I really like providing customers with a fun experience and creating something unique. So this is something I have been wanting to do for a while.
Oh yeah, what Free Flow was saying, Nick's Bricks, home of Nick the Brick Guy and Nick Con.
Gives you a reason to visit Wisconsin. It does go to.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, definitely. I feel like, honestly,
Thank you, Cal.
Yeah, definitely. You moving on, with your own business. I feel like that's honestly, and what Bristol Bricks, will you hire me? I need a job. That's
Yeah, Bristol, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's definitely that's also definitely a way to spring because you see some people are doing like Fritz Bricks has his own store, Whoppy Bricks has his own store. I feel like having your own store also helps you have your own freedom of what really goes on within your store, which also can help with whatnot, especially like you have instead of being tied down to something else, you have the your own little. So you got your own personality, you have your own, so you get to really decide what really happens in and out of your own business, basically.
True. Yeah, I agree with Bristol. It's a lot of work. But I just it's always been a dream. So, that's hopefully where we can take it into the future. Nick's Energy will sell Lego. Hey, I'll try.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great seeing, 5 years up. Kelly Labs, welcome. Thank you
Kai
for inviting me.
Labs, what's up?
Bristol Bricks, you asked if I have a business I'd like to get into. Honestly, I don't know. To be honest, I'd rather get into any business, but I feel like I have nowhere specific right now that I want to go, but I know I do want to get into business.
That's good. I think that yeah, dude, yeah, going into business is great. Or just like business school or whatever. If that's something you're going to pursue, I think that's it's fun. If you like whatnot, you'll find it to be enjoyable. I originally was not going to school for business. I was going to school for the medical field, which probably could have made more money there, but I just wasn't as passionate about it as I was business, and that was where my heart was.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, definitely. I've always felt ties to business. I mean, my great granddad, who I'm named after, he was a senator here in Alabama, and he did business, and he did all that, and he was a senator, and I want to be a senator, but I also feel like whatnot, in a way, I constantly count it as experience to what I'd be next, like how free flow, like 5 years from now, like it will what I'm doing now will help me better in the future.
Sure. Learn from many business leaders you can. Smart. Started my Lego selling career in David and so many others. Dude, that's awesome. Cal. I love that. I love that.
Let's see, every day is a chance to be 1% better than you were yesterday. I carry that with me daily. Oh yeah.
It's time to start doing.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you always want to do something. I always say, in a way, just like just with anything. If you like how, like when I just asked, when I asked Nick before, like about what a month ago or two, just ask if you want to do this interview. Like honestly, before I was like, should I do this? Should I not? But I was like, what's the worst he's gonna say? No. So like, let me just be like, I'm just gonna just do that. Just take a chance, see what happens, and hope the best works out in a way.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Oh yeah.
Would you consider Hawaii? Sure, Liv would consider Hawaii.
Let's see. Free flow life experience is invaluable and a sense education. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Experience, education, business education, all that stuff. It's all helpful, but also you'll really never know how to go through something from a textbook. You'll actually know it better than working like in the field, basically. That's like with any job, really.
Totally.
But yeah, I think honestly, let's see. Honestly, here I know not a lot of people are gonna do. Come to Alabama. We have like not a lot here in Alabama at all. Like everything is like just about like everywhere else in my opinion, and I'm like, we need more here in Alabama, in my opinion.
What's the set you're currently building or getting ready to build?
I mean, for set, honestly, I don't even have a set that I'm currently building right now. I'm actually, since I did my stream a couple weeks ago, or this past week, I'm gonna have more fun. So I'll probably be buying a new set soon. But
fair enough. Bristol, I'm gonna build this. This is next on the radar.
That's a fire set right there. Honestly,
that's what we're gonna build.
Yeah, Nick, you should do a YouTube video, just YouTube video off of you building sets.
I should.
New YouTube.
I should build all of my retired sets.
New YouTube TV show, Nick the Brick Guy builds sets.
Then maybe we'll build this one too. That I can't find my knife. Otherwise, I'd open this up. And Scenic City wants me to open this up and make sure it arrived okay. Yeah, but that's probably what I'm going to build next. What about you?
Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna build next. I mean, see, I'm trying to think. I want to get the Now, I mean, this is a lot of people are maybe against me. I want to get the new Razor Crest just to have it, and then
sure, that's fair.
I'll probably do a review off of it for my channel anyway. But at least so I can have it, just so I have another set in my collection. I'll probably do it, and I like the Zeb figure. In my opinion,
people might not agree with me on this, but I like the original plate scale Razor Crest more. I think it's a little better.
I mean, I do agree with that, but in my opinion, Free Flow, you're asking what's the closest Lego store? We have one in Huntsville, which is like, I think I looked at it the other day. I feel like it's like 3 hours away from me. I think like 3 or 2 hours away from me, and then we have like the Bricks and Minifigs in Vestavia, which is like an hour from me. That's like the closest store that I have that's close to me, but I really
That's
don't
a little
have.
bit of a haul.
Yeah, but I don't really have a lot of